hear that? Mrs. Barrington.
Not quite, darling, but soon.
That's a big, big hint.
Bella,
Yes?
have a bottle of champagne sent to the room, please.
Wait a minute.
And make sure that we are not disturbed for any reason.
Okay, so maybe it's not a classic noir per se. Maybe it's just something we shot on South 620. That's exactly what it is. But that does give you a good idea of what you would see on the inside of these sound stations as we pass by. The largest is actually going to come up first. It is on the left-hand side here. That's actually a tree, but just in front of the tree, we have Soundstage 12. In it, we've built some of the biggest sets ever seen in movies, including these from Frankenstein, Dracula, Scarface, Back to the Future, and Jurassic Park. Now, while all those were shot on Soundstage 12, that opening clip was shot on Soundstage 20 over here on the left-hand side.
Hey everybody, welcome to stage number 20. Just one of 35 different sound stages located here at Universal. This is where most of the filming on the lot takes place. Thank you, looks delicious. Here you can create any world the writer can dream up, from Frankenstein's lab to Mission Control at Apollo 13.
And we are back in, everybody. Ready for Mr. Fallon on the set. Last looks, everybody, last looks.
Oh well, the camera adds 10 pounds anyway. See you guys later.
So we move quickly to the busiest soundstage. Over here on the left-hand side, behind these trucks, is home to three very important letters. You know them. Say them with me.
ABC.
CSI. Crime Scene Investigation.
Shot
They
down.
make their homes in 25, 24, 23, 22, and 21. All those sound stages.
ABC was a
great
good
example
guess.
of what we call closed sets, meaning only the immediate cast and crew as well as invited guests are allowed access. However, the next time you join us here on the Universal Backlot, be sure to check out our VIP experience, where you can become one of those invited guests and have the opportunity to walk on and explore actual sets used in filming. Kind of cool, right? Take a look over here on the left-hand side. There is a lady crossing the street. There are now two ladies crossing another direction. Only in Hollywood, folks. Only in Hollywood. No, seriously. You see these production vehicles? Most of these are dressing rooms for stars work in the adjacent sound stages, like Soundstage 27 over here on the left-hand side. That's home to Weeds, the show on Showtime, starring Mary Louise Parker. I actually saw her a little bit earlier on my last tour today. She was hanging out. So also, again, a lot of filming happening. Keep your cameras out. You never know who you're going to see. Some of the other films that have shot on the front lot most recently include Fast 5. Came out earlier this spring. A brand new Muppets movie coming out next year. As well as Cowboys and Aliens. Huge, huge film. Coming to theaters in just a few weeks. Now, while we also shoot film, we also do a lot of television here on the Universal front lot. And we've brought a lot of television to you guys over our networks over the years, including these. Maybe you can spot some of your favorites. We are a media powerhouse that includes the Sci-Fi Channel, USA Network, Bravo, Television, Universal HD, Universal Sports, CNBC, MSNBC, Weather Channel, Oxygen, and NBC.com. That's right, I said Oxygen. We own the air. On NBC.com, you can get the latest of Parenthood on the right-hand side. They shoot at Soundstage 44, right there. Now, many television shows and films get their start in buildings like this on the left-hand side. These are our production bungalows. They were once used as dressing rooms for stars such as Rock Hudson, Doris Day, Lucille Ball back in the day, but now they are production bungalows. This is where teams of writers, directors, producers meet for months and months in pre-production, as well as throughout production and production coordination, script revision. There's casting that happens outside of here, which is why I always come prepared with this. This is my headshot, folks. That's right, I am a qualified actor. before your very eyes. Talking about somebody who knows a lot about acting. This guy, give it up for him, Mr. Potato Head, star of Toy Story 3 outside the very Hasbro offices that have made him so famous. Now Hasbro, of course, has brought us G.I. Joe, Transformers, over the past several summers, but they're in pre-production right now for Stretch Armstrong. That's right. Stretch Armstrong's going to be coming to a theater near you. That's pretty cool, right? Okay. So yeah, Stretch Armstrong. It's actually rumored to be starring none other than Team Jacob himself, Taylor Lautner. That's right. You may or may not know who he is. If you've seen the trailers at all, he is the guy without a shirt on. If you have seen the movie, he is the guy without a shirt on. So hopefully, third time's a charm, and this movie, he's not gonna have a shirt on. So we're all hoping, right? So we left the front lot behind, headed to the back lot. This is our New York Street. That's our first glimpse of the New York Street. We're actually going to travel down it in just a moment. But you may recall just about, how long ago was it now? 3 years ago we had the fire, 4 years ago. 3 years ago, we had a horrible fire here on the Universal back lot. 4 acres of our New York Street burned to the ground. Absolutely. In fact, take a look at what this part of the lot looks like. Let me make sure that I'm pulling up the right thing for you. Yeah. Unbelievable the amount of construction that had to take place. Kind of crazy. That clip was not actually sped up. Yeah, pay them hourly. So we were like, time is money, people. Move it. And they listen. Now what you're seeing here are mainly facades, just the front and sides of the building, nothing really on the inside. So anytime you see the actor walking down the street and up those steps, those are brownstone streets. I'll tell you a little bit more about them in a moment. They're actually going to an entirely different location on the inside because there's nothing there. Now, one of the areas that was not touched by the fire, thankfully we were able to save it, is this next section, Courthouse Square. It's made famous for this movie. Right.
First time play. Yeah?
Now you may say, Justice, I don't see those columns or the clock itself. The columns are still there, I promise you. What we did, though, is build a facade in front of them so as to have this area a little less recognizable, right? Because had it still looked like it did during Back to the Future, any future production, we would know immediately, hey, that's where they shot Back to the Future, right? So our filmmakers were aware of this, so we built a facade over it. It's less recognizable there. Now, the clock tower is actually back on our prop department sort of graveyard over there, just hanging out, waiting for a Back to the Future remake. That would be awesome. Or not remake, I don't want them to remake it, but maybe continuation. Perhaps starring, I don't know.